So here's what's happening, everyone. We are assigning genders to the months. Each of us are going to do it solo, separately. Fill out a sheet of paper that has the months on it. Yep. And then we're going to hand them to Zach. And then Zach's going to tell us how many of the 12 we were all three aligned on. Now, Jake, I kind of told BBD this. This is something that I've had in my head
long time
for like a decade.
Yeah.
Like personification is how I live my life. I was telling them outside, like, you point out a fire hydrant and I'll give it a personality and an age and like that's just how my brain works. So
Sure.
I think I get it from my grandpa. Like everything becomes a human in my head, which is I think where a lot of the humor between us comes from, is we just give everything personalities on our own. So I'm not too concerned about you guys having different than me.
Right.
Because as I've thought through this and I'm like, fuck, I have some deep storylines and like things attached to these. I've had them for more than a decade. I've just never spoken them out loud.
Yeah, and I think there's been an evolution of this where it was, when we originally talked about this, we thought it was going to be a mystery revealed by Zach and kind of more like, what? And then I think it's developed into you need somewhere to empty your thoughts on how passionate you are about these months, and that's fine.
I'm interested to see your reaction.
Because before that, we were also saying like that these were going to define, like 2 of 3 meant the month was going to be female or male, and you came with a firm, you're very attached to your male and female months already, that you said you will not be changed.
Yeah.
It's not a discussion.
Yeah, I don't care. You're not
like you made it. You're making sure that it's clear. There's not like winners here.
Like what's
for me?
What's an example?
Like we want to find out what we agree on, but we don't.
What's an example of a name that goes both ways? Sam,
Alex.
Like.
Oh, and I should say this. Like, obviously, the months are named after people.
Right.
I'm not taking that into account at all.
I partially am. I think that encompasses
it factors
the month.
in.
Yeah, but there would be people that are like, well, July is named after, and August is named after people.
Sure.
So that's not part of my brain at all.
Caesar and Augustus.
Yeah.
For looking for the names.
Okay, I'm gonna fill this out casually because I have 8 of 12
locked.
Like I have
storylines.
Yeah.
It's been on your mind.
So, but we're just writing male or female.
I'll try not
here.
to fill mine out while you're filling yours out.
So, don't sneak peeks at mine, Jake.
Keep it off
I won't.
the screen.
Ooh, tough. Fold yours up like this.
Should I deliver to Zach?
Yeah, we'll deliver these to Zach.
Z-Man.
He'll gather thoughts and then come in with the presentation for us. So we have Zach.
Zach's
Do we have a
in the
mic
room.
that can he use your mic?
Quick,
Yeah.
Come here.
Get real
Yeah.
close over there.
Okay, we have the official results of the assign. Now, how many of the 12, Zach, is there a consensus? 3 for 3, same gender.
If you think Zach has those analytics ready to go, you're out of your mind.
Went really fast.
I think we're going to find out along the way. I think we need to find out as we go.
We will have something. We will have some that are the same.
Okay.
Let's start at the top.
Let's start at the top. All right. Assigning the month's genders. January. Zach, what are the results?
January has Jimmy with female and Jake with female, but toss up, changing it up, BBD male.
Okay.
David, do you want to explain yourself?
So January was the hardest month for me here.
Me as well. I could be very wishy-washy. I don't have much on
Interesting.
January.
If you want, what ultimately got me there, I've been thinking about if there were a person, and I remembered that January Jones is an actress.
Very beautiful.
And
Apparently tough to
and
work
she's
with.
a woman.
Yeah.
So
Facts.
that is what threw a big wrench in it for me. I ultimately
Jan is a female name.
yes. But there's also men named Jan. Usually
Jan.
Jan.
It's usually Jan.
That's in
And,
Nordic countries.
So that's not what factored into it for me. It's more about there was the Auntie Donna sketch where the guy is named
Janiel.
January and Janiel.
Okay.
Wow.
And ever since I saw
Okay.
that, I can't think. I think of January as a man's name now.
Now, Jake, did you have any?
And the vibes.
Did you have any firm realizations or anything when you were assigning January gender?
I do, but I think I need to save them for later.
Okay.
Because they're connected to other months.
Okay. February?
February has Jimmy with male, Jake with male, and BBD as female.
Wow.
Okay, David.
Okay, so that one really shocks me from you guys.
Okay.
If this was like when you first the second you told me we were doing this, I was like, February's female.
Yeah.
Really?
That was like
Yeah.
the second.
That was a
the
instant
second you
from
guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
The second you came to me with this
Do you have a reasoning?
starts with FE.
Okay. I love that.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
That works.
Yeah.
And like, okay, this isn't the game, but February's color is pink, which is a different conversation.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know the official colors of
Yeah,
month.
yeah. This is the same game, kind of, but
Okay.
February's color in my brain is
Okay.
pink.
That's October, right?
Because
Breast
October,
cancer.
breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, well,
and I think
Valentine's
of
Day is in
sports.
the month.
Yeah. Okay.
February
And
sucks. February is the worst month. It's short for a reason. People want to get it over with.
Oh,
And
I
the
agree
weather's
it's the
bad.
worst.
There's no sports. I'm not going to give that a female month. If anything's going to get a shitty month for me, that's male. So that's my reasoning. There.
I'm kind of in an
You're
eerily
lockstep?
similar place with you. I think it goes down as the worst male month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the worst month, period.
tough.
I feel bad today's her birthday, but I had a friend in college. Her birthday's in February, and she tried to like tell me February's a good month. I was like, it is
My
the
birthday's in
worst
February.
month. Yeah, your birthday's
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yes.
Um,
Wow. Yeah.
and she we didn't talk for a week. She got mad at me for saying February's a really bad month. And so that's when your birthday.
No. I mean, my birthday's in February. February's nothing's happening. There's nothing to be excited about in February.
It's just cold.
Yeah. It's
It's the snowstorms you don't want anymore.
yeah. It's brutal. Okay. January, February, March. This should be consensus.
Yeah, March you'll
Yeah.
be happy to hear is male across the board.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I
a
mean,
no-brainer.
soldiers marching. Yeah. I mean, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
kind of.
very
It
happy.
doesn't need to be explained.
Yeah.
March is male, and you kind of need to know that.
Yeah. Okay. April.
April, I think you would also expect is female across the
Yeah.
board.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
flowers are blooming. The weather's getting
And
nicer. It's a
had
little softer.
I had a little back and forth, but it ultimately was
And
female.
I do think it needs to be said, Jim. I know you're saying you're not attached to the names for the gender part of it, but there is.
April, it was also
and April
April's
is
a woman's name.
April flowers are
That's what I'm saying.
blooming.
That's what I said.
Yeah, no.
Everything's getting softer and
I
prettier
think-
and nicer.
I think
more
that's-
colorful.
I think that's why the female name April developed.
Yeah, 'cause it's a pretty time of
April
year.
is a female month.
Yeah, which brings us to May.
Which I think we're seeing a theme with springtime is also female
Yeah.
across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's the same exact
And
reason.
May is a woman's name.
Yeah.
Traditionally.
Yeah, that got tricky for me because I
I
know
had a
know
little back and forth again too.
I know a girl whose name is April May.
Me too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Same girl.
that's tough. Yes.
Okay, making sure.
I don't know her. I did a
You
wedding.
separately knew April Mays.
Oh, I don't know his April May. I did a wedding for a girl. I was
Separate
named
April
April
Mays.
May.
They are separate April Mays.
Yes.
and
Yeah.
that's funny.
Does she spell it M-A-E though?
No.
Okay, cool.
If you're leaning into the April May name, you can't give the kid an M-A-E May.
Okay.
I agree.
Next up, June.
June.
June is a 2 versus 1 situation. Do you want to guess who is the odd one out and what that is?
Guess the imposter.
Real quick.
Me?
Yeah.
Am I the odd one out?
Did you go female?
Yes.
Yeah. Then you
Yeah.
are.
No.
Wow.
Jake is the odd one out
Yeah.
with male.
Female June.
This is
Same
this
exact
is your
thing as
first
April and May.
disagreement, right?
Yeah.
it's the
Same exact thing. April, May, and June. Like the same
Ooh.
exact thing.
See, I think June's a much different vibe than those two. I think
I
April.
agreed on June's vibe, but June
Yeah.
June being a women's name threw me a lot.
I have no qualms with it.
Yeah.
And we'll get
I
there.
just
It'll
will
make
say,
more
I
sense.
think June, and I kind of found this as I got into a rhythm with the months. There's almost this preparing for what's next. And I think June has that. Like June, you are on deck for July and August. I think June sets up those months. And I kind of have this weird June is like a dad packing the car. Like
I'm not
I
seeing
had-
that.
Well, I have June as preparing for what's next with July and August, and that's why it was female for me. My mom did a lot of the packing the car because she likes to have it.
Okay.
Okay, I got to skip
Interesting.
forward to July. Where are we at with July? This is where my brain starts really turning.
Yeah.
I dropped this on Katie last night. She just looked at me like I was an insane person.
Heavy.
Well, you and BBD agree on July.
Yes.
You both have male.
Yes.
Jake is the odd one out with female.
Okay, now, will you guys agree with me that June and July are definitely related?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I have them as
Yes.
twins, and July is the unruly brother of June.
I want to time out.
Okay.
I want to time out. You can't lump April, May, and June like you did, and then come out and say June and July are twins.
brothers.
That's for the same reason, just like June is a female name.
I don't know.
But June and July are the
Yellow
summer
flag.
twins. And June eases you into summer. And it's kind of like, yeah, we're still pretty and like the flowers are growing. July comes and now it's just partying and sweating and kind of like things are getting out of hand. July is June's unruly twin brother. That's something that's been in my brain since I was like 12 years old. And I dropped this on Katie and she was like, what? Like,
I see
why
what
would
you're
the
saying.
months be twins?
Also, my birthday's in July, so it's a male month.
I'm almost reverse on that, where I, again, kind of like I said, I've got like this dad in June. He's kind of frantically packing the car. There's a summer ahead of us, and then July is like enjoying the fruits of that, and it's beautiful. There's flowing skirts, and it's the pinnacle of summer.
Oh, you don't. I think June is jealous of July, like the female twin's jealous of her brother who gets all attention. Like July has July 4th. July has like the really good weather. The beaches really start opening. June's
July's
I'm here too.
technically it's the first like full summer month, and it's like jealous. That's like summer starts with me, man.
Yeah.
We're saying the same thing, but it's different scopes.
Well,
It's
yeah. That's the same thing happened
July
in June.
being the fruits of the labor, I think, speaks more to the female and beautiful and experiencing it.
Yeah. Okay. What about August?
August, Jimmy with male, Jake with female, BBD with male. Jake continues to be different.
No, it's along this same thing. I know where Jimmy's gonna go. August is his least favorite month.
August is like a high school punk dickhead kid.
Second worst to February.
Fuck August.
But
Yeah.
it's the shitty guy.
August blows, man.
I understand. I've got a little bit of the female name in there.
August is like the June and July's teenage brother who's
August
getting
is
into
a male
mischief,
name.
like
If
causing
you're
problems.
going Greek BBD, but I know
And I like know guys named August.
I know ladies named August.
Yeah, I know a lady's named August. I don't know guys. But
I know
whatever.
at least
It's not.
yeah.
Okay.
I guess it could go
Two
either
kids
way
from
with
when I
it.
was young.
I didn't feel strongly on it.
Okay.
I get it. I kind of felt like summer was rolling in, and maybe that woman wearing that nice summer dress in July and was spinning and dancing, she's
Okay.
now in August and she's a little worn out.
Now we get to the Burrs,
Yeah.
which I have in my head as the royal family of the months.
Interesting.
I was
And
It's a way to look at it.
And
for
I
sure.
can't shake that. They're like the face cards of the deck of cards.
I do like that. I was thinking, as you started saying that, I started bringing my brain. They're like the Bronx.
Okay.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, so
A
what do
different
you
royal
have
family.
for
That's
September?
BBD's,
I don't
that's who BBD knows as the royal family.
Yeah, that's his royal
the
family.
Gronkowskis.
Just they're the guys,
Okay.
but also they're not all male on my list. I know I didn't have them that way.
Okay.
Well, we shouldn't have any problem with September. Everyone had female.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's obvious.
The weather softens up again. You're
Yeah.
out of the shithole dickhead August month.
September is probably the best overall climate month.
I got to tell you
Yeah,
what.
September's a great month.
Was
You
I a
for
little
sure can wear shorts the whole time.
Was I a little shocked when July, August, and September were all female for me? Yes, but I think it was a little look inside, and I liked it.
Okay. I agree. September is the princess of the Burrs.
Yeah.
October is male, or did BBD get it wrong?
There's no way BBD got October wrong.
October is male everywhere.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's like claps
Yeah.
to us. I mean, October
We
is...
would have had to end the show.
Yeah, that would have been a big fight.
We would have had to end the show.
I had a
October...
little panic attack that I might have went different. I
No,
didn't
he's the
think I
prince of
did.
the Burrs, and you want to be the prince. That's the best place to be in the royal family.
Young prince.
The young prince is the best role in the royal family. October is the prince. I mean, October's the best month of the year. I know Jake and I agree on that.
Yeah.
The weather's getting better. Sports are getting amazing. Holiday season is starting to kick in. October's the best.
I mean, just the mix of pumpkins and everything.
Yeah.
With agreeing on the first two of the Burrs here, who
Yeah.
do you think switches it up when we get to November?
Well, Jake's
David.
been off.
It's
Jake
David.
has been off. You're confident that you're the same as Jimmy, is what you're saying.
I think so.
What did you say, Jake?
Okay, Jerry. Zach watched way too much.
I miss baggage. Yeah.
I said male, right?
You said male.
Okay.
Yeah, no, November's the queen.
Yeah.
That's the female.
BBD and Jimmy had female.
Yeah. November is the queen of the burrs. And November is female. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that feels borderline offensive, if I'm being honest.
I mean, offensive to who?
The queen.
Well, I mean,
You're kind of saying that
I didn't
November
invent
is a
monarchies.
secondary.
Moreover,
It seems like you did invent monarchies, and I'm going to have to research
I
that.
did not invent them. No.
I just think that's a shot fired at November that I don't think it needed. I think November does its own dance. See, I guess this is where your monarchy kicks in here.
Yeah.
I don't have November and December as a royal family,
You don't have to, but I do.
and I think that's where my separation is correct. That November is its own entity. Like, I'll say this, and I guess this is where I got offended. November's kind of a knockoff December. Like November wants to be December so bad.
I think
there's a bit of
November. I think November's not a knockoff. It's a supporting act. Like December can't exist without November, and November's whole role is to kind of like protect and like nurture in December.
I just don't think so. I think December's got its own thing going so strong that, December.
November's strong. Like she's a strong queen.
strong.
December changes its hair, and then a couple weeks later, November does the same thing. It's like, no, I didn't even see that.
And I mean, separately of the Burrs being the royal family, I thought of November as kind of the queen month.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
That might be because it's also my mom's birthday month.
that adds up.
She's
Also,
your
my
queen.
mom's birthday month.
Okay. Seeing some brainwashing there.
And then December, I have male,
male.
the king of the months.
Yeah, that is the same.
It's the most male.
It's the end game. You got to get, till you start over again. So, wow. So wait,
Like, male is the guy that you...
was I ever left out?
Were you the
Were
one?
you? I don't think you were ever the one. It was only ever BBD and Jake. More so Jake.
Yeah.
If you want
Yeah.
some other final results, there were 6 months where you guys were all in agreement.
That's pretty
So
good.
Six sweeps is impressive.
6 sweeps is great.
Yeah, 3-game sweeps.
6 sweeps is impressive.
I think each of you evenly distributed males
I was
and
pretty
females.
shocked that I went
Yeah.
6 and 6.
I was 6 and 6.
Yeah,
think
I was
yeah,
pretty
I
shocked.
think so.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, I'm just glad I could finally get the twins. How June, July, and August
Yeah,
are
6
all
and 6.
siblings, twins, and then a dickhead older brother, and then it kicks it to the royal family.
Can I tell you?
Because that's been a part of my way I look at the months since I was like in middle school, and I'm glad that it exists.
I
now.
think you need to make a whole royal courtyard where you can start to link it all together. You can have
like August can be the second prince that like the family's like this kid sucks.
ooh,
And
okay.
then
Cousin.
June and July are like the twins that came afterwards that everyone loves. They're like the fresh little young darlings.
I think I might go.
Even though July gets into
July's
mischief,
a little bit
people
of
love
an
him.
asshole,
Yeah.
but he means well.
I would almost flip the princes. I would have August being the lead prince, but everyone's like, "Oh, they suck." And then the young
I
prince
wish June and July
then turns into September. June and July you have as like cousins.
I just did the whole thing in my head. It's perfect. Can I tell you?
Please.
Okay, obviously December's the king, November's the queen.
Right.
October's the prince. September is his princess. So he's son number 1, and she married him, right? August is the second in line to the throne, dickhead prince, always getting in trouble. He's causing a lot of problems. Then you have the twins, who are the younger kids.
Okay.
There's no, they're going to be dukes or duchesses somewhere, but people like them, right? March is kind of the adopted son who's like a mercenary for the family and just goes to war.
He was received in like a trade. A noble trade.
Yes, a noble trade. January and February are the
But he's good.
mean grandparents.
Ooh,
January and
okay.
February are the mean grandparents.
Interesting.
They
Wow.
mean.
I got a whole fucking character there.
I'm glad we did that. I'm glad we got that for you.
That's awesome.
Beautiful. Thank you, Zach.
Welcome. If you ever need me again.
You in host mode. That was special
I
for
liked
a minute
that.
there. You knew you were walking me into a buzzsaw, and I like that, Zach.
Like, I
knew where you when you said that so confidently. I knew where I was ending up. So you're good.
Can I have those? I want to see. I want to
Okay.
run my own analytics a little bit.
Okay.
I'm so happy right now.
Huge. You were so close that it was.
And all your talk about not caring who wins, you
yeah.
12 for 12.
I'm surprised.
That's when you start. That's when you win.
I'm surprised I always had a pair.
Yeah, that was beautiful. With how many, because you already had months being 6 family members, I'm surprised you just never tried to close the circle on that.
Yeah, I never did. Yeah.
But that's why we do this.
Man,
Good exercise.
that's really good.
Good exercise. PBDs.
No one tried to disagree with me in the comments or anything because I'm locked in.
Everybody's locked in as
Like
ever.
that dynamic that I just built is vaulted. I'll tell my kids, they'll tell their kids.
Yeah.
My lineage will know the months as a royal family for all time.
Get a shit kid.
August. You're named after August. Just start calling him August.
Not to completely change the subject, but I want to make sure people are wondering, or want us to discuss what happened to BJ Wex from last week.
He passed away, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
We don't have to fully do it.
R.I.P.
I don't know. I mean, I didn't know that BJ Wex actually existed, but he passed away, and that's sad.
I mean, I'd personally R.I.P. BJ Wex. Think about you. I've accepted a victory in the alphabet draft, so I want to thank.
I think
people.
you've won.
Yeah, I want to thank the
I
people.
think it comes out. I think I was a pretty consensus 2.
Okay.
From, like, the
BBD's
response.
taking.
People either
consensus
think
too
Jake
from you.
lost or won, and people either think you lost or won, and you were getting the most.
Yeah.
Well,
I see what you're
I
saying.
got
it
the most
depends on how you
lukewarm
view it, because a lot of
reaction.
people are like, Jimmy drafted the Harlem
Right.
Jimmy drafted the the Nets. Like,
the
and
Nets.
that's how I wasn't drafting for unity. I was drafting for like fantasy sports. No one cares how they work together. You're just getting their stat lines.
Right.
I was drafting fantasy sports. You guys are drafting real teams. So a lot of the reviews on my team, I ultimately agree with. Like, everyone agreed
Well,
my team would sell
I
tickets.
think that's where
which means I did great.
Your team would sell tickets. I still think
Your team
Farty.
is the first one you'd go with. and it
Farty.
became a
I
2K,
still have
but-
Farty winning the fantasy. I think Farty's more complete. Like, your team clearly wins home runs and stolen bases,
Yeah.
but they lost batting average. They lost
at the
runs.
end of
they
the
lost
day.
OBP.
It would have been real cool if you got P instead of F. I think that would have
I considered that.
Could have gotten Party.
I considered that.
Yeah.
I kind of use F was a defensive play because I think it had a lot of the same aspects of B,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what I was playing off
A
of.
lot
said
of
that
the
was
comments were
reflexive.
saying, like, how did M not get drafted? And that because N got taken, so as when people see it, they're like, well, they're kind of the same, very similar.
Yeah.
And then L, I was
I'd
going to
like
take
team.
L. I was going to take L at the end, but I saw W, and I was like, well, that's the only one that's multiple syllables. And so
L,
took W.
I
But
think
L was strong.
There
I
was
think.
some high risk in getting the L. I think that could have been thrown out there.
If you're taking the L,
I think the other thing is, you need star players. You need guys that help them out. And I think the L.
Zach!
I think the L was just the weakest of the R and some of the other
Yeah.
pristine letters out there.
yeah, the letters that do what L does, there were other options that.
And
don't
now that
lead
we're
to
post, R was a good pick. I just was.
Thank you. You came at me for R a little bit.
Well, I was trying to win some points.
Right.
Yeah.
You got
R was
you
a
got
great
R in the 5th.
R was a good. Yeah, R was a great fifth.
Yeah,
round.
yeah, it's a great. I believe I said at the time that's especially for value.
I originally said rolling the R, which is probably one of the coolest things any letter could do. And
Well, I
Jim
had a
came
good
on the defensive.
I had a
at
good
that
counter
point,
to that. I had a
saying,
good counter to that.
I
Americans.
disagree.
Yeah. Zach, you didn't actually.
So we
have
had
to do
fun.
it.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. Well, send in more ideas like that if
Yeah.
you want.
And we
'Cause I
like-
think
we
I'm
already-
fresh out now.
Yeah.
Well, people after this they want a month draft, which I think is fair. Not today, but that can just.
What
be,
would you do? Starting 3?
I don't think it's even a starting 3. I think it's because there's 3 of us that divides by 3. We see who ends up with the 4. With
You'd get
whose
4
group
months.
of 4 you snake drafted. I think.
We all just kind of ran through it, unfortunately.
Yeah, we
I
all
feel
know.
like.
We all
I think
know.
we know
Thanks.
where we stand.
We
and
all
who's gonna
know
want
exactly where
what.
each other stand.
Don't do
Yes,
that.
I kind of wish. Yeah, if we had thought about that, in
can
hindsight
do
done
others.
that this week and done this next week, then we could have done both for sure.
Like, whoever gets the 3rd pick
the 3-4 turnaround, I think
I think they lose. The 1-2 have so much more value to them, and then once you get
it's
past,
such a big drop off.
once you get past the 1-2, it's such a big drop off that no one's really eyeing the difference. The rest
I mean,
of the way.
in your
I
head,
think the 1-2 guys are going to end up.
Do you want to do this real
Going
quick?
to end up with 11 and 12.
I don't think
and
so.
11 and 12 are
Let's
really
just do it.
bad.
It's going to take 2 seconds.
I mean,
yeah, there's not that many.
you're going to have a Tom Brady effect on October that you're not going to be able to get over. He's going to win.
Random number generator between 1 and 3. This will be the draft order. BBD, you're number 1. You're number 2. I'm number 3. Number 3 picks first. Number 1 picks second. So I'm first. You're second. You're third.
So I have the middle.
Wow. Wow.
I'm sorry.
I mean,
It was completely random.
tell me when you actually open the random number simulator and we can look at it. But,
Wow. Okay.
You know.
Well, we're not going to start off with such controversy.
yeah,
Joanne, let's do it again.
I don't want it. I'm ready. I've already made my draft plan.
Okay. I'll take October. Number 1 pick.
Yeah. We're shocked.
I'm taking November.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
BBD.
Wow.
It's the Queen month.
Interesting.
Okay. It's an angle.
This is now as 3. You're in a great spot. Now you get the 2 pick with the turnaround.
I'm taking September.
Yeah. That was kind of very shocking.
That was kind of there. September, and I think I'm going to take July.
Okay.
And then I will be taking June.
Interesting. And I will be taking, at this point, December.
Okay.
I'm getting the holidays.
Okay.
I get another one now. Ooh, this is now very interesting for me. Months. For some reason, I very much need
I
the
have
visual.
to Google it as well.
Yeah, I needed to Google here. Okay. June and July are taken. September's taken. October's taken. November and December is taken. What the fuck's left? January, February.
BBD just quit.
January, February, March, April. Okay, I will be taking May. You know what? I have 2 winter months on here. I need to get as close to a summer month as I can to balance it out.
Okay. I like that. I think Beefer.
Okay, so you just took May.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been writing these?
Yeah. Here, I'll put it on the big screen for everyone.
That would be awesome.
'Cause I need to. Okay, so I have November, June. You took May. October's taken. December's taken.
Yep.
So September's gone. July's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Fantasy guy who's not keeping track of the picks.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have
There's
a pen.
5
I was looking for my
options.
pen
You got
this whole
5
time.
options here. You got January, February, you got April.
Give me April.
Okay.
Okay.
I would have gone May here.
Yeah, I had.
There.
I was hoping those 2 picks that I was either going to get May or March, so I'll be taking March.
And then
And you have a turnaround.
And then I'm
So
coming
I'm
back.
fucked. I got February.
Yeah,
God.
but I mean, again, Tom Brady effect a little bit. So it's January, February, and what's the other one?
August.
January, February, August. Oh, Jim, you hate August too. He could be playing you, BBD. So follow your heart.
I know exactly where I'm going, regardless of where.
Seems like I'm going January. New year, new me.
And especially between these 2, I'll gladly pick August. If I had the straight up choice between August and January, there was a chance of a sneak August pick.
Yeah, but you know
I
what?
tolerate warmth so
August
much more
is
than
a
I
30.
tolerate cold.
August is a 31, right?
It's a 31. You get.
So
an
I
extra
only have
day.
28 of January. You got 31 August days. So, you know what? I don't hate my draft.
Well, you have February.
No, I mean getting.
Yeah, but I got October and I have Christmas and then I have May, which is the start of like the weather. Like we're about to hit May soon and it's going to be very nice.
December
like,
was
ooh.
a good pick.
Yeah.
December,
December was
I
a
think
good
December
pick.
was the best value pick in the draft.
Thank you.
So that with the number one makes it kind of tough.
I think if there's an easy criticism to make, it is my November at 2 pick when December was there for the holidays.
Yeah.
But you get Thanksgiving, there's days off in November.
Like BBD.
My problem with your draft, BBD, is
it's the first month of
all the pairings. You have June, I'd rather July. You have April, I'd rather May. You have August, I'd rather kill myself. So,
BBD.
And then November, October and December are the better versions. So you have like kind of a B
it ends
squad.
up a lot like my alphabet draft where
Yeah.
everyone is content with this.
I think
David,
Jake's
putting up a fight.
I think we just critique the hell out of your team. David, your team should have landed at September, December with the first 2 picks.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
I
take it back. June's a great pick. November was a miss.
Yeah, November's odd.
September, I believe, wasn't on the board for my second pick.
It was.
It was?
Oh no, not for your
No.
second pick.
My
I went
first pick,
October.
I think I would have, if I were to do it again immediately, I would either take December for the big time holidays there.
Yeah, you work like half of December, and then the other half
or
when
I'd
you
have
work,
taken
you're
September
like
because
mentally
of the
out.
weather.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have February, but I think my first 2 are so
my
big that
November
it
pick.
Your
counts.
first 2 are strong.
Yeah.
That's the Nets.
No, because that actually plays.
October's KD, December's Kyrie, May is Harden, and then February's like
they all balance each other out a little bit too. And I don't have any hot days, so I'm very happy about that.
with no summer. The only way to miss summer is to have summer.
Oh,
They say.
all right. So now we drafted it as well.
All right. Epic. Oh snap! That was lit. That's what I'd say.
Oh, snap. That was lit.